It is Tuesday, November 6th, Election Day. And I just want to tell you guys what happened to me voting my very first time in Pennsylvania. Now, as most of you know, they were attempting to have some voter ID laws here where you could not vote if you did not have identification. And maybe a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I'm lost at the time, but the Supreme Court struck that down and said, no, not for this election, because people didn't have enough time to get their ID and their birth certificate and all the necessary information. So we're not going to make it required to have your ID to vote. Great. So, of course, I get to the municipal building where I'm scheduled to vote today, and there are two lines, and of course, no one can tell me which line I'm supposed to get in. So I get in one line, they ask me for my ID, and of course I need to test to see if people are really going to do what they're supposed to do. So I tell her, no, I left it at work. And she was like, okay, well, what's your name? I gave her my name, and they can't find me on the list. So clearly I'm not supposed to be on that section. So I go get in the other section. Of course, the section I'm supposed to be in has a longer line. Duh. But anyway, get in the line. So I wait for like 4 or 5 people in front of me. I get up to that section, and the lady's like, now mind you, she asked one of the gentlemen that I happened to get out of the car and walk up to the building with. She asked him for ID, and I could tell by her response that he questioned her about that. And she was like, well, you know, we're supposed to ask for it, but if you don't have it, it's not a problem. And this lady, she's probably close to like 87, the little lady who's doing it. Fine. So I was like, okay, good job. The lady in front of her didn't show ID, but she didn't question it. And I didn't hear the woman who's handling all the election stuff ask her for it. The guy in front of me, she most definitely did not ask him for identification. I get up to the line and she's like, your ID? I was like, nope, I don't have it. She was like, you any type of identification, driver's license, something? Nope. Courtney Cooper. Well, you need some ID. I was like, Courtney Cooper, as in, lady, I know the rules. And then finally the other woman started looking for my name. Now, I hate to pull it, but I was the only brown person in there. And I find that a little puzzling because I get treated a little differently in this state, period, especially in the city. I mean, I say the state. In the city, I get treated differently. And I just thought it was because I was tall, because I'm 6 feet tall. But anyway, so, you know, and then somebody says something to her and she yells at him, I'm losing my mind, not right now. Yeah, lady, because I know the rules. The rules are you can't make me show you ID to vote. Now, I'm a little perturbed because I didn't get an I voted sticker. Where the hell is my I voted sticker? I got that little piece of paper. Where's that little piece of paper? Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I got this little piece of paper that says it's like my receipt. Oh, it's all kind of backwards. But that's it. Where's my I voted sticker? Anyway, so I voted. It's your turn. Get out and vote. Get off your behind and go vote. If you can sit in line for 4 days for a computer for Black Friday or for some Jordans overnight in a mall, you can get your tail up and go vote. This election means so much. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but 47% of me said, anyway, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but go vote. It's important. Bye. Oh, wait, I got to hurry up and get to work. But this was more important than getting to work 15 minutes early. I promise you. It's important. Go vote. If you are over the age of 18, hopefully you registered. Go to Google if you don't know where you're supposed to go. Just type in where do I vote. It'll ask you to put in your address. It'll tell you where you're supposed to go vote. Go vote. Take a friend. If you see somebody walking down the street and they look like they're going to go vote, pick them up. Catch the bus, catch the train, walk. You need the exercise. Go vote. Do it. Or else. Bye.